Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this January the 17th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far. Everybody has a great Wednesday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because knowing the weather you got. Okay, in today's video, we're going to be talking about your forecast for Thursday and Friday. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the Watches Warning Advisory map for your location because we got a lot of winter storm warnings and stuff, advisories and hard freeze warning. We'll discuss that in today's video. And also, we're going to take a look at the satellite imagery of the southeastern United States. And also, we're going to take a look at the weather story for the middle of South Carolina, on some temperature for tonight and into portion of your early morning, Thursday morning, that is. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos, and let's go get the show on the road there, folks. And we're going to dive on into the weather forecast. Alright, you can see here we got some snow flying up here in portion of New York State, down to Pennsylvania, all the way through portion of Ohio up to Michigan, portion of Wisconsin, all the way back over to Minnesota, through the Dakota, Nebraska, back down to Missouri. Also some over here in portion of Wyoming, also Colorado and Utah, also in Washington, Oregon State. We have some freezing rain and mixed precipitation over here in Washington, Oregon State as well, with some coastal showers right along coastal areas of Washington, Oregon, and northwestern California. Alright, we have some thunderstorms and showers down here across the Gulf of Mexico, south and central portion of Florida, down toward the Florida Keys. More rain, showers expected over portions of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, portion of North Carolina. Also, we have mixed precipitation up here in portion of West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia. A little bit of freezing rain possible up here in eastern Tennessee. Also, western North Carolina, southwestern Virginia, and maybe eastern Kentucky as well. Otherwise, dry high pressures in charge of area weather for southeast, southwestern Canada, through portion of Montana, through portion of North Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan. Also over toward portions of Newfoundland, also into New Brunswick, through Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, down toward portion of Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Jersey, portion of Delaware, down toward Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, also into Louisiana, Texas, north central Mexico, Gulf of California, Mexico, California, Nevada, Utah, and portion of Arizona and New Mexico, and we'll toward portion of Colorado and Kansas as well. Alright, all of this activity is for your Thursday, January 18th. Alright, here's your Friday forecast. You can see here we got snow flying up here in portion of New York State, back toward Massachusetts, Connecticut, down toward New Jersey, Maryland, down toward D.C., West Virginia, also in the west portion of Western Virginia area as well, through Kentucky, back up to Michigan, Indiana, Ohio. Got some heavy snow possible in northeastern Ohio, and also back in the portion of northwest Pennsylvania. Same over here in western portion of Michigan as well. Northern Michigan gets some shower activity. Mixed precipitation up here in areas of Rhode Island, down through Delaware, through Virginia, northern North Carolina, a little bit over toward eastern Tennessee, western North Carolina. Shower along coastal areas, standing in the portion of North Carolina, down in toward the Bahamas, a little bit south Florida. Maybe some thunderstorm there as well. We have thunderstorms and showers standing from up here near central California, coastal areas, all the way up through coastal areas of Oregon and Washington State, and also in some freezing rain up here in portion of Washington, Oregon State, with mixed precipitation down in California, Idaho, with some snow flying, also in portion of Wyoming, also Idaho, and also in the portion of western Montana and northern portion of Washington State. Alright, otherwise, dry high pressures in charge of areas weather for southeast Canada, southwestern area, through Montana, through the Dakotas, portion of Wisconsin, all the way down in the portion of Tennessee, through the Carolinas, northern Florida, Louisiana, Texas, northern central portion of Mexico, Gulf of California, portion of California, Nevada, back toward the Montana, toward Hampshire, Maine as well, and also toward New Brunswick, and also towards the Newfoundland area, portion of the Bahamas, much of Cuba, also down toward Jamaica, and also into portions of the Yucatan Peninsula. All of that activity was for your January 19th. Alright, let's move on to the weather radar across the nation. Let's see if it's going to pick up tonight on it. See if it's going to show anything. And in fact, it is. Alright, you can see here we got some showers, maybe some snow showers up here around Nova Scotia. Also some in southeast Canada toward Ottawa, Canada, a little bit in New York State, some precipitation there. Also into Michigan, also in South Canada toward Lake Superior. Also northern Wisconsin, some more activity over towards Illinois, Iowa, back into Nebraska, portions of Kansas, Oklahoma, a little bit north Texas, also Colorado. We have more activity over toward Calgary, Canada, down toward Montana, also in the Idaho, portions of Washington, Oregon State, also a little bit up here towards Seattle, Washington, also toward Portland, Oregon, and also up toward northern California as well. Otherwise, the areas look pretty dry. A little bit of activity down toward the Florida Keys as well. All right, watches, warning, advisory map time. All right, you can see here we got some lake effect snow up here in portion of Washington. Up here in portion of New York State with some winter weather advisories there as well. Same up here in portion of Pennsylvania, down in the portion of New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland vicinity. Winter storm watch has been posted up here in portion of Pennsylvania into West Virginia. Also wind chill advisory there as well. Also, we have winter weather advisories for portion of Ohio, all the way down into Kentucky, Tennessee, back into northern Mississippi, also eastern Arkansas. Also western and northern Tennessee as well. Hard freeze warning has been posted for you guys in Alabama, southern Georgia, northern Florida. Some hard freeze warnings there. We have freeze warning, frost advisories there for northern Florida. Special weather statements for portions of areas of Georgia, also in the portion of Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, and also toward Michigan. Also in the portion of Indiana. Got some more lake effect snow showers up here. Winter storm watches there right on northern Ohio and also in the portion of northern Indiana. All right, we got wind chill advisories also in effect for portions of Montana, back up into Minnesota, North Dakota, portion of Montana as well. Same down towards the Kansas, Nebraska region as well, and also in the portion of Missouri. We have some wind advisories over portions of New Mexico, hydro issues over southeastern areas of Colorado, avalanche warnings, winter storm warnings over areas of Colorado, high wind warning, winter weather advisories, winter storm warning for areas to the south here in southern Wyoming. Also, some more winter weather advisories for portions of Utah and also over to Idaho and also into Washington, Oregon State. We have winter storm warning for Washington, Oregon State as well, northern Idaho through much of Montana. Winter weather advisories for portions of Montana extending through North Dakota, South Dakota, back in the portion of Nebraska and Iowa as well. Winter storm warnings for the north areas of northern Michigan. And we have some hydro issues over here in portions of California. Wind advisories up here in Washington, Oregon State as well. All right. We have those river flood warnings still extending from portions of the northeast U.S. into the South Carolina, down into Georgia for area rivers. Small craft advisory, storm warning extended from Maine all the way down to South Carolina. Again, down here from South Florida to the Florida Keys. And again, from areas of Northern California to Washington State with storm warnings that are in effect. We have areas down here in Alaska with small craft advisories, storm warnings, some high surf advisories, high wind warnings in effect for portions of the island. Small craft advisory around the Alaska area, coastal areas. Winter weather advisory to the north, special weather statements also there, and freeze and spray warning also in effect for western Alaska. All right, let's take a look at the southeast sector, southeast U.S. Pretty much as you can see right up in this area here where I'm using this thing here, you can see that's a lot of snow cover. These are clouds standing over southern South Carolina, back into southern Alabama and Georgia, northern Florida, also down in central Florida, and you got more cloud cover in the areas of the Gulf of Mexico over here and the Atlantic coastal waters. And finally, we're going to wrap it up with the weather story. If you live in the Midlands of South Carolina, these are some of the cities and towns. We got Aiken, Augusta, Camden, Chesterfield, Columbia, Lancaster, McCormick, Newberry, Orangeburg, Saluda, Sumter, Thompson, Georgia, Waynesboro, Georgia, and Winnsboro, South Carolina. This is the map of what temperature was this morning. Supposed to be in Camden was supposed to be 24 and then 25, then 29, and warmed up to about 43 degrees this afternoon around 4 p.m. 41 at 5. All right, it's the current time now is almost 8 o'clock, so the current temperature in Camden is supposed to be setting about between 34 and 31 degrees. So that's where the temperature should be at there. 29 by 9 p.m. and then 27 by 11 p.m. Tomorrow morning when you're waking up around 5 a.m., if you're looking for Camden, That would be 24 around 3, 4, then dropping down to 22, remaining around 21 degrees from 6 to 7 a.m., 23 at 8 a.m., and then up to 30 degrees by 9 p.m. And you can use this chart here. You can pause the video, find out if you live in South Carolina, Central South Carolina that is, you can find your little hometown over here to the left, and you use this chart here to find out where the pretty much what the temperature will be pretty much tonight across the Midland. Alright, if you live in Aiken, tonight's low, I'm going to say around 5 a.m., about pretty much 22 degrees for you guys. Augusta, we're looking at a low about 23. Camden, like I said, 21. 21 for Chesterfield, 22 for Columbia. We're looking at about 19 degrees for you guys in Lancaster. Same in McCormick. Also same in Newberry. 22 pretty much in the Orangeburg area. Saluda going to be back down to 18 for tonight. We're going to be pretty much 22 for you guys in Sumter. 20 degrees tonight in Thompson, Georgia. 20 degrees, 1 degree for you guys in Winnsboro. So pretty much about 6, 7 a.m. That's the coldest part of the day. So if you're in that time frame there, you can expect some cold temperature. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I hope everybody continue to stay safe and well. Also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got. Like these videos, share these videos, and consider subscribing if you have not. We'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday evening, folks. Take care.